Welcome back to Llandow, and it's Mini GP50 time. One of my favourite classes in motorcycling. Callum Beach and Scott Ogden on the first front row of the year. Cameron Hall and Jake Hopper. Claridge, Knight, Pinson, Smart, Rainford and Max Parrish rounding out the top 10. And all the way down to the back, keep an eye on the likes of Corey Stainer, Odie Crockford, Saffron Watley. They'll make an interesting bid from the back, but the rain has started to increase again. It could be a tricky one as away we go. Good start at the front there.
Callum Beach got the lead. Cameron Hall's come through for second early on. That's the 127. Callum Beach, he's out front.
Yep, then it's Hall, Ogden, Hopper. Oh, that's a good move there from Claridge. He's just put one on Oscar Pinson there. Very nicely done. But it looks as though we've got a great fight for second already. Scott Ogden, that orange bike, is already challenging this man, Cameron Hall. 12 years of age, the man from Barnsley. Won at Rowra last season, don't forget, so he knows exactly what he needs to do to move his way forward. Oscar Pinson there battling with Hayden Rainford, but it's looking like looks like Harvey Claridge might be the one on the move. He's already starting to challenge Jeremy Knight, the 35.
Hayden Rainford is a man that's made the move from karting, Jake. We know him quite well. But that's the leader, Callum Beach. Just eking out a bit of a gap. Cameron Hall second, that's the 19, Scott Ogden, the 12-year-old from Doncaster.
Oh, he's getting a bit of a pressure here, though. This is going to be a real pressure cooker down the hanger straight. I think that's going to be Knight, the 87 of Hopper making his move. Jake Hopper, look, he's taken both of them round the outside into second position. The 11-year-old from Durham pulling off a magnificent move at the bottom of the straight.
Cameron Hall looked like he missed a gear coming out to the right-hander at Diggers. You see the man with the orange wheels going through the picture. It's Harvey Claridge, always easy to spot, the 55 going through the shots.
Yeah, I saw Corey Stainer making a move or two as well, just outside the top 6, so he could be one to watch. There's Holly Harris, 10 years of age from Chippenham.
First year on Mini GP50, so tiptoeing away through and around this circuit in tricky conditions.
Yeah.
That is 71, Hayden Rainford.
In these conditions, I don't blame her really. You've got to learn slowly in these bikes to build up the credentials. It's not like cars where you can just throw yourself in and expect everything to be okay. You really have to learn by doing in this sport. And already we've got Ogden has got past Cameron Hall. We didn't see that, but down to 4th position then has gone Hall, and he's under pressure from Hayden Rainford, who I have to say is taking to motorcycles very quickly indeed.
Amazing track.
Oh, there goes. Oh! He was just taking the lead. Jake Hopper had just gone past our leader, Callum Beach, to take the lead, and he's lost it under braking.
Oh, he's gutted. He's absolutely gutted.
Absolutely disastrous. It could have been so much. Look, he's got him on acceleration.
Watch his
he's
right
missed
hand.
his
Watch his
braking
right
point.
hand. Hits the brakes. Boom! Down you go. You're on the rubber.
Yeah.
He's on the wrong part of the circuit. That's a problem. He's braking on a two-wheel machine with the front brake, and if you're on the rubber and it's raining, it's like ice there, and that's why he's gone down. And look, later in the race, Hayden Rainford, Jake, is coming through to challenge Callum Beach.
This is absolutely superb.
He's got the
lead. What an amazing run out of the right-hander. And as they go through the S's, Hayden Rainford, an absolutely superb karter. He only made the switch to bikes about 5-6 months ago, and what an incredible performance he is making. Now watch behind, because we've got Claridge moving his way up. He's got past Cameron Hall. He's going to make the move for 3rd position on Ogden here. Beautiful.
Amazing battle we've got. 5 bikes in it to win it. Harvey Claridge, the 10-year-old, and again another rider who's made a great transition during the winter, doing particularly well as he come through the hook one more time. Raven's gone down.
Oh no, that's
there he
in
is.
2nd place.
Oh, it's the 2nd time the leader's gone down. Oh, incredible.
Well, Beach has got the lead back again. Every time someone overtakes him, they fall off the bike. This is absolutely incredible. Beach is once again thrown a lifeline, but he's got Harvey Claridge breathing down his neck. This is going to be an incredible battle all the way to the death, but poor Hayden Rainford, the 3rd time we've had a leader go down. Absolutely incredible circumstances here. So Claridge, well, he may be thinking, should I overtake him? If I take the lead, I might fall over too, but he's going to go for it. No, he has to hang back, but you can sense that down the hanger straight, he's going to pick his moment. Surely he's going to be able to take the lead here. Callum Beach is being very sensitive. He's got great acceleration down the hanger straight, side by side. Surely Claridge has got an opportunity. Well, no, he's hung back a little bit. Now he's going for it on the inside. Textbook. Absolutely beautiful move from Claridge, and exactly the right moment. He could disappear here.
Now, we've had 3 leaders go down so far during this meeting, Jake. O'Gorman in the earlier race, that's the 178 just getting past there. Saffron Watley, just 8 years of age on Mini GP50.
Second, third, fourth, they've not dealt with the traffic very well. They've let Claridge get away. Callum Beach got balked there, and that's one of the things we've always said about this class. You've got to read the traffic well, otherwise you're not going to get a chance to go for the victory, and that has actually played into the hands of Cameron Hall, who's now right on the tail. Max Parrish, the treble one, just there in front of Coggins and Holly Harris. Callum Beach, there he is in second position. Now he's under pressure from Cameron Hall. Scott Ogden's not too far away. Harvey Claridge though, Alan, look, he's already 2 corners ahead. He's disappearing.
This is absolutely incredible, this race. We've had Hayden Rainford come from a mile back to take the lead and then crash. Now we've had the man with the orange wheels, Harvey Claridge. He was down in 7th place early on. He's come from a mile back to take the lead, and he's scooting off in the distance.
Is it too early to say this might be the most action-packed Mini GP50 race we've seen for years? It is absolutely incredible. It's only round 1 of 2016.
It's fantastic, fantastic racing. This is just round 1, as you say, race 1 of this meeting. Still 2 races to go over the weekend. We're here filming this first race of the weekend. Nice to see Hayden back on the bike, just coming to
he's closing up on
Brodie Crockford,
and he's got him very nicely done at the end of Hanger Straight there into the right-hander and over the start-finish line once again. It looks to me though as though Callum Beach has finally found his rhythm. He was very tentative, very cautious in the early stages, just trying to make sure he stayed on the bike, because at the end of the day in these conditions that is how you win races. You've got to finish if you want to finish on the podium, but it's too late for him to get the victory at the moment, because Harvey Claridge running very well out front, and there's Jake Hopper. He's got back on the bike as well. He's running in the top 10. He's just moved up actually into 10th position past Max Parrish, so Jake Hopper is there or thereabouts. In fact, everybody who's fallen while leading is still motoring around the circuit, which is incredible when you consider how hard some of them went down. The only racer in the field who isn't currently still racing is Finn Smart. He retired on the 2nd lap. But now, it looks like it's heating up again for second position. I think Cameron Hall has got a second wind here, and Callum Beach is going to be much under pressure now.
Certainly under pressure. That's the race leader, though. He's under no pressure whatsoever. He's just got to stay on the bike to win it. He can slow down. He's had a look. You just see he's looking off to the right there to see the guys well behind him. He knows exactly what he's got to do, Harvey Claridge here. He's just going to bring it home, I'm sure.
Well, that's Corey Stainer and Jeremy Knight having a great little tussle. Jeremy Knight entered the championship midway through last year, and he seems to be getting on with things pretty well at the moment. Jeremy Knight looking for a top 6 position, fighting it out with Corey Stainer, so that's exactly how to go about it. A little further into the race, and we can see that Luke Coggins, the 12, is trying to negotiate the 178 of Saffron Watley as the leader comes up to lap 2 or 3 of them.
Got to be careful here, Harvey. Just got to negotiate the traffic, not get into any hassles. These 2 behind will be hoping that's exactly what happens to him, but it looks like he's made his way past Harvey Claridge. You've got to negotiate the traffic.
Yeah, because we've had 3 leaders go down without traffic, so how Harvey Claridge has dealt with it has been pretty special. Meanwhile, a little further into the race, and these 2 battling for second position, Beach and Hall, are now in amongst the traffic, and this point is critical. They've got to keep this going as long as they possibly can as Harvey Claridge goes into the final lap. He's nearly a dozen seconds clear out in front. He really has made this race his own. That's the 55 of Brodie Crockford, still there in amongst the top 10. Look at that, 1:03.46. That is well over half a second faster than the men behind him. So Harvey Claridge is going to bring this home practically on cruise control mode as he comes home. What a ride in very tricky circumstances. Harvey Claridge takes the win, and what a superstar performance. Second place in the end for Callum Beach. He manages to hang on with Cameron Hall fighting his way through the traffic. Scott Ogden is 4th. Jeremy Knight is 5th in front of Oscar Pinson. Stainer manages to come through in front of Rainford, with Brodie Crockford and Jake Hopper rounding out the top 10. Full of drama, full of action. Harvey Claridge, though, he saw everyone around him losing their heads, and he kept his cool. What a win.
Well, that was race 1 of the weekend. Callum Beach would go on to win race 2. Scott Ogden race 3. And at the end of the weekend, the championship points look like this, with Callum Beach on 65, Harvey Claridge on 58, from Scott Ogden on 40, Cameron Hall and Jake Hopper tied on 38. Well, in a mixed grid of senior Minimoto and mainly junior production Minimotos, Ryan Hitchcock would go down just after the start line, impeded by bike 93. Unfortunately, Ryan would take no further part in this one. Black and yellow, 126 at the front of the field. That's the senior Minimoto of Richard Holmes Williams. He will go on to dominate. But here comes the junior production bikes led by Watley, Bourne, Casey O'Gorman, then Bailey Stewart, Campbell, Curtis Jones, Walker, Bannister, Belford, Brinton, Owen and Dylan Mellor, 130 and 31, having their own private battle. That's the race leader at this stage for the senior Minimoto class, just 3 of them in it. Here are the junior production bikes though, it's Josh Watley on the 70 bike out front of this stage, but watch the exit out of Diggers for Franco Bourne, flies past, and Bourne, the 11-year-old from County Durham, took the lead at this stage. He was chased by Casey O'Gorman, but look at this, Bailey Stewart Campbell up the inside, the 48 bike going through was Ollie Walker, the lady in the blue jacket there is Karis Jones. Now don't forget she crashed in the earlier Minimoto Pro race and she crashed again in the same place. The 28 bike proves that the hook is one of the most difficult parts of the circuit in the wet to negotiate. Of course, it was Helix Turn. Here's the race leader, just gone through the pitch. That's Franco Bourne from Watley there on the 70 bike. Bourne getting away, but for how long? Well, the answer was not for too long. That's the battle for third place with Bailey Stewart Campbell ahead of Casey O'Gorman. Those are not words you'd have heard last year. That's the 130 bike Owen Mellor, 11-year-old from Blythe. There's the race leader, Franco Bourne. He's out in the hook, mechanical failure. What an absolute gutter when he had it all tied up. It will be this man, Josh Watley, then, that would go on to take a comfortable win, but these two would have a battle all the way to the line. Bailey Stewart Campbell and O'Gorman. Here's the race winner in senior Minimoto. That is Richard Holmes Williams. Karis Jones going through the shot, obviously got it going again. Nice little wheelie from Richard there. Top 5 in junior production look like this by the end of the race. We hope to bring you fuller highlights of junior production at round 2. More race action from round 1 coming up after the break.